What's up, champ? I'm Brandon Hunter, and I've got some badass underground seduction secrets to share with you straight from the private vault of Dean Cortez. I'll tell you a little bit about Dean in just a moment, but first, let me make one thing clear. What you're going to learn in these videos is the real deal. This isn't some corny pickup artist bullshit. This isn't about memorizing cheesy lines to use on women or having to fake it with girls and pretend to be something that you're not. This is about giving you a simple set of tools that will unlock your full potential as a man so that you not only become awesome with women, but awesome in life. We're going to give you simple step-by-step tactics that have been proven to work for any guy, on any woman, in any situation, whatever your goals may be right now. You can use these tactics to bust out of the friend zone with a girl and make her want you as more than a friend. You can literally make her crave you and beg to be your girlfriend by using these easy techniques. Or maybe you want to have the power to sleep with as many women as you choose, or the power to walk into any environment and make women actually approach you. The power to crawl inside the mind of any woman you talk to, so that instead of fumbling around and trying to figure out what to say next, you know exactly what to say and what to do to make her desire you sexually. Dean Cortez, the mastermind behind this system, has trained more than 58,000 guys around the world and shown them how to unleash the confident, attractive alpha male that is hidden away inside of all of us. I know because I started out as one of Dean's students. Back then, I felt hopeless with women. Girls ignored me, blew me off, and flaked out on me. And when I did manage to get into a conversation with a hot chick, I would get nervous and screw things up because I never knew what to say next or what to do to keep things flowing and make her like me. Well, then I heard about Dean Cortez and I signed up for his training, and the rest is history. For the first time in my life, I started to feel totally confident around women, even the really hot ones, the 9s and 10s, who I used to think were just out of my league. This is because Dean hardwired a whole new mindset into me and gave me a set of tools and tactics to use on women in any situation. And the more I used them, the more success I had, until my friends were literally begging me to share my secrets. And once I showed them just a few of the simple moves in my new bag of tricks, they were suddenly getting laid like rock stars too. Now it's your turn to make this same transformation, and you're going to do it quickly and easily. All of the hard work has been done for you, and all you need to do is read Dean's emails and watch his training videos, and let this knowledge get hardwired into you. So now let me give you today's lesson and tell you about the #1 deadly screw-up that guys make when they're out at clubs and bars trying to meet women. And if you aren't into going to clubs and bars, this lesson is still going to be extremely valuable, because you're going to learn how to make a shift in your mindset that will turbocharge your confidence in any situation you're in with a woman that you want to bang. Now, as you know, clubs and bars are target-rich environments where large numbers of available women come to hang out and party and generally forget about the problems and stresses of day-to-day life. The alcohol is flowing, which loosens inhibitions, and most importantly, you need to remember the fact that every girl in the room who isn't accompanied by her boyfriend or her husband is hoping to be seduced. It's true, when you see hot girls in a bar or a club, even if they're acting like they're too cool for the room, never assume that they don't want to be approached and picked up. These girls didn't spend 2 hours preparing themselves earlier tonight and assembling the perfect outfit and doing their hair and their makeup so that they could only hang out with their girlfriends and blow off every guy who tries to talk to them. We're not going to cover approach tactics today, but Dean Cortez did put together a private presentation for you that shows his approach formula for starting conversations with girls. You can click the link below this video that says approach formula to learn those tactics, because here's the thing. Women want to meet a guy who is going to make their evening more fun and exciting. The problem is that few men have the ability to give them the fun and excitement that they crave. Much more often, women get approached by guys who make them feel uncomfortable and cause their force fields to rise up. This means you've got to use strategy when you approach women. And even more importantly, you've got to know how to transition from the approach into the conversation. And not just any old conversation, the type of chit-chat that she'd had to put up with from the last 47 guys who tried and failed to get her interested. You know, boring questions like, so what's your name? And hey, where are you from? Hey, have you been to this bar before? And how many brothers and sisters do you have? And blah, 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 blah. Do you think any of this is going to get her horny and making her want to bang you tonight? Hell no. Guys who attempt conversations this way don't have any game plan or strategy in mind, and so they wind up running out of steam and losing the girl's attention very quickly. Now, here's the deadly screw-up that I mentioned earlier. You should never buy her a drink in the expected way. Not that there's anything wrong with buying a girl a drink or two. Dean Cortez disagrees with those pickup artist dudes who claim that you should never pay for a girl's drinks, but there is a right way and a wrong way to go about this. The wrong way is this. Within a few seconds of approaching her, you say, "Can I buy you a drink?" So why is this wrong? Because first, you haven't given her any chance to develop attraction or interest in you. She's wondering, who are you? What are your intentions? If she accepts your offer, does this mean you're going to try to trap her into a boring conversation for the next hour? These thoughts are running through her mind, and they make it easy for her to say, thanks, but no thanks. Second, you're asking permission to buy her a drink and talk to her. This frames you as a guy who is trying to win her approval, which is the opposite of how you want to appear. In Dean's tactical attraction program, he talks about why you should never ask permission or act like you're seeking her approval. Instead, you want to lead the interaction and make her want your approval. Women respect a man who leads, and once you use a few of Dean's conversation control tactics and an escalation technique or two, you can lead her straight back to your bedroom if you wish to do so. But for right now, let me show you the tactical way to handle the buying a girl a drink scenario. After 5 minutes of fun conversation, using the right conversation control tactics, you say to her, "Hey, I have to get back to my friends, but I'm going to stick around for a minute and get us a drink because you said something interesting, and I want you to tell me more about," and then you kind of fill in the blank with something that she told you about herself. By phrasing the drink offer this way, you're communicating several important things to her on a subconscious level. Number one, you're not asking permission. You're laying out how it's going to be. You are leading the interaction, and this is the mindset that Dean Cortez drills into his students because it's one of the keys to seduction. Number two, you're giving a reason for buying these drinks. It's because you want to tell her more about something she said that you find interesting. In other words, buying her this drink isn't about you trying to make her like you. It's not about you trying to buy some of her time. The way you're framing it, you're granting her some of your time because she said something you find interesting. You're sending a subconscious message that your time is valuable. So now, subconsciously, she feels the need to continue to hold your interest. Number three, you included a time limitation when you mentioned, "I have to get back to my friends in a minute." This simple phrase carries a lot of subconscious power as well. It instantly eliminates one of the main concerns that women have when some guy they don't know engages them in a conversation, that he will keep talking and talking to the point where she feels bored and uncomfortable and needs to figure out how to extract herself. Time limitations are great because they neutralize that concern. She thinks, hey, there's no harm in having a drink with you if you need to leave soon anyway. Of course, if you use Dean's conversation control tactics to keep the interaction flowing smoothly and you continue to build up the sexual chemistry, you won't really need to leave in a few minutes to go see your friends. The time limitation is simply a technique that you use to put her at ease. You can spend the whole night hanging out with her. You can even take her home if you want, because when you use these tactics, she'll feel an irresistible and undeniable attraction towards you. If you do walk away, she will not be able to get you out of her thoughts. And Dean Cortez teaches that once the conversation is flowing and the sexual chemistry is building, you should excuse yourself for a little while, because this is a powerful way to show how comfortable and how confident you are. Tell her you've got to go check in on some friends, or that you need to go outside and make a phone call, or you want to go say hello to your friend, the bartender. Then walk away and do your own thing for a while. If you've used Dean's tactics to create sexual chemistry during the conversation, and you can learn exactly how to do this by clicking on the link below this video that says seduction language, then she'll miss your presence. And when you do come back and rejoin her, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour later, she'll be looking forward to picking up the conversation right where you left off. You see, the typical guy, when he meets a girl at a bar or a club and thinks he's making progress with her, he will not leave her side. He'll keep working it as best he can, and usually this means a lot of babbling and asking uninteresting questions because he really doesn't have any idea what the hell to talk about. He fears that if he does walk away, even for a minute, even to go to the bathroom, she'll get scooped up by another guy. You want to behave in the opposite way. You want to seem unpredictable, but at the same time, all of the seemingly unpredictable moves you make and the unexpected things you say will come from your tactical attraction playbook. You will have strategy and techniques for every situation and every step of the interaction, so that instead of hoping for the best, you'll be guiding the situation towards the result that you want. No stress, no wondering what to say next, and no rejection. It's easy and automatic when you simply follow the steps laid out in the Tactical Attraction System by Dean Cortez. Just one quick warning. If you want to be a harmless, non-sexual, nice guy with women, and you enjoy listening to their problems, and you don't care if you ever get laid or not, then don't click the Tactical Attraction link below this video. But if you want to talk to women in a super confident sexual way that excites them and turns them on, then you should click that link right away. And hey, one last thing before I go, make sure you check your email tomorrow, because Dean Cortez, the mysterious mastermind who created this whole system, is going to send you an email that contains a private link. And this link is going to take you to a website that reveals more secrets, more fun, and more ways to make women automatically crave you. Here's to your success, brother. I'll see you soon.